Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you the things you should do as soon as you get your Galaxy Note 9. This is going to give you a much better experience, so make sure you do it as soon as you get this phone. Now, there are two other videos I do want to recommend for you, and that is how to speed up and save battery life in your Note 9, and then how to set up the camera. Those videos are going to be on our channel, so subscribe if you haven't already. All right, let's get to these settings and start with these really important features. First, being in sound and vibration, you're going to want to turn on the volume keys for media. Basically what this allows you to do is these are just for volume. So if you do want to go between your different modes, you can switch really quickly at the top, but you can always also just hit the volume rocker, hit this arrow, and then it will bring up the fine tuning adjustment if you want that as well. But this is just a much better overall experience if it's always for media. Next thing we're going to be going to is going to be under your display. So for display, there's a couple things you want to do. First thing is you do want to turn on your blue light filter. This is going to give you a really good experience. I usually schedule it for a specific time, which you can do whatever you want. I usually like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., but again, schedule as you want, but this is really good for you. I usually kick it back a little bit because I think it's a little too strong, but this is gonna help you sleep at night. So obviously really good overall for just health-wise. Then you're gonna want to scroll down, and I would definitely recommend doing icons only. This little white circle thing really annoys me the way it looks, and I don't think it just looks that good anyway. So I just like icons only, and I think you'll have a much better experience there. Then you're gonna want to go to status bar, and under show your recent apps, turn these only. What this does is basically limits your notifications to 3, so it's just not like all the way across and looks ugly and cluttered. This is just the most 3 recent ones will be at the top, but if you do swipe down, you will be able to see all of them. Then you're gonna want to go to your navigation bar. There's 2 things I highly recommend doing right here, and that is first turning on show and hide button. What this does is it adds another button right here, and if you ever want an app to go full screen, that's all you have to do is just double tap that button and then bring it back just by double tapping it again. Really simple, quick, but definitely good. You also want to do unlock with home button. What this does is basically skips a step if you don't have a lock screen. You can just push the home button and it goes right to your phone. Otherwise, what would happen is you would hit the home button and it would go to your lock screen. Although this is a great looking lock screen, I just want to go straight to my phone, so I would turn that on. Now, the other thing, if you are a Android user and not used to Samsung smartphones, you probably want to switch the button layout right here to back, home, and recent. That might just be a little bit better off to have it this way. I prefer it, but to each their own. You also want to make sure your block accidental touches is on. This will make it so that your phone isn't going off while it's in a purse or your wallet or in a pocket, anything along those lines. It's just a lot better, so your battery doesn't drain all of a sudden. Then we're going to go to advanced features. Now, for all of these, they are preference. I'm going to show you what I personally do, but if you want to know what any of these are, just tap the left side of this bar and it will actually explain what it is. So for quick purposes, one-handed, I like the ability just to go one-handed mode. This is a big phone, it's a lot better. Fingerprint gesture, swipe the back and it will swipe your notifications down, pretty handy. Quick launch camera on, I turn off, palm swipe to capture, direct call, smart alert, easy mute, and I turn on swipe to call messages. And then I turn on video enhancer. This is going to make it so your videos look a lot better and your screen is brighter. So this is really good, especially if you watch videos outside. Make sure you have touch sensitivity on, especially if you have a screen protector on your phone or use gloves. Then we're going to go to device maintenance. And from here, you're going to tap these little 3 dots right here and turn on auto restart. What auto restart is going to do is make it so that your phone resets once a week. This is really great because just restarting your phone really helps in overall performance and battery life. So this will make sure that it does it once a week. You set the date and the time and it will do it. Then you're going to go to lock screen, and for lock screen area, I do recommend going to the notification side, and to have a much better looking lock screen, turn the transparency all the way up. This makes it so that your lock screen will look a lot better now because anything will be clear in terms of text. Now, the other thing I do recommend is make sure the auto reverse text color is on. What this does is if you have a very black wallpaper, then it's going to switch it to white text. If you have a very white wallpaper or bright wallpaper, it's going to switch it to black text. So it auto flips depending on what kind of background you have. That is a really great feature to have always on there. All right, guys, so as we wrap up, I do want to do 2 more helpful hints. And that is, first, you want to make sure to take your app drawer and hit these little 3 dots and sort to alphabetical order. What this does is it just makes it easy to find every app because every app will always be in alphabetical order. Now you still can make folders, so arrange everything how you want, but I just find it so much easier when it's in alphabetical order. Finally, and probably most importantly to a lot of newer Samsung users, is you want to get a Samsung account. Now you might be wondering why would I want that? Well, just for this feature alone. See, these are 4K videos right here. And what I can do with this 4K video is I can hit share and I can send it via text message or whatever I want. And that's something through link sharing. Link sharing is only something you get if you have a Samsung account. You can send up to 1 gig files each, 2 per day. And really what that allows for is for you to text message an iPhone user, text message a Samsung user, Android user, doesn't matter. You can text message them, you can email, whatever you want. This is huge files through whichever way you want to transfer to them. Basically, they get a link, it downloads the full quality of the video or bunch of photos, and you don't lose any quality on their end, and they're like, wow, this is amazing. So that is going to be the last feature. Again, these are all features you should do as soon as you get the phone. So hopefully you have done those. And if you did, please give a like, thumbs up down below. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.